And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tua. He finds Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready. Set.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things out.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Panthers had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
2nd and 7.
Hut, hut.
On play action, Young steps away. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. Good coverage downfield and taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go, set.
before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Check striker. Blue check. Ready.
Second down, back to Sanders. Shedding the tackle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
Ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. On a methodical drive, this is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Okay.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready.
The Young keeps it, moving right.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Ready.
Throwing. Young.
Fires the outlet and completes it to Harris.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Panthers 0.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1.
Down.
Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Jonathan Mingo.
His
second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Tua. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
This is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Powerful. And now off to the races down the right side. He is out of bounds inside the 35. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Here comes Sanders on the toss right.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Check, dude. Ready.
The play fake, now Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Tua going to change the play.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On 2nd down, Tua. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll take it a few steps in front of the 50.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. Ready?
A first down throw for Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here we go, set.
To throw on second down is Young. He's got Harris running the slant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's a nice job of clearing space for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll give them 8 that time. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Well, usually when you get a right-footed kicker on the right line, his goal is to draw the ball back to the middle. But this time, it doesn't move at all. It ends up missing off to the right.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11 yards and a Panther first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
First down, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Let's go now.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Ready?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey, check mega.
Looking to throw, Young. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
In motion right is Davis. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's more on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Knocks it away. It falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. That punt return 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17.
Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready. Cycle. Ready?
Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline, and
And look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Tua going to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Coup now for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Panthers 21, Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Sanders. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
97.
3rd and short yardage, Young. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Returning it is Moore. Boom! Still fighting Burning through tackles. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Tua.
And pass complete to Moore. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a... One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete to Rondale Moore. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Falcons.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing Tua. Short throw caught by Pitts.
As a defense, you're well balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Tua. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, they can burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Ready?
Here's Young. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. Is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
All right, come on.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. Robinson up the middle.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here comes 2nd down.
Time on three, kick.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.